Our video today is dedicated to the Oscar-winning films of the 21st century, starting from 2011 to the present. By the way, if you missed the first part covering the films of the 2000s, you can find the link below this video. You're watching Movie Fanatic. This will be interesting.
And the Oscar goes to The King's Speech.
A solid British drama by the little-known director Tom Hooper, The King's Speech tells the story of a monarch struggling to overcome his stutter with the help of a speech therapist. In 2011, it unexpectedly won in 4 of the most prestigious categories: Best Picture, Best Director, Best Original Screenplay, and Best Actor. Without a doubt, Colin Firth's brilliant performance fully deserved its Oscar. However, the film's other victories remain quite debatable, especially when compared to the genius of David Fincher's The Social Network, Christopher Nolan's Inception, Darren Aronofsky's Black Swan, Danny Boyle's 127 Hours, and the Coen brothers' True Grit.
Art thou afeared? You're peculiar. I take that as a compliment.
I want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart.
2012, The Artist, the French romantic comedy. The Artist is a remarkable and incredibly bold experiment, styled after the silent era Hollywood cinema. Michael Hazanavicius's black and white masterpiece stood out among previous Best Picture winners, and its standing ovation at Cannes, followed by an Oscar triumph for the relatively unknown director, was well deserved. An elegant film that isn't designed for mass appeal, The Artist offers a unique and captivating experience, evoking a wave of emotions through its silent storytelling.
And the Oscar goes to Argo.
Ben Affleck's greatest directorial achievement came with the political thriller Argo, a film based on real events, seamlessly blending drama, humor, and adventure. The story focuses on a daring CIA operation to rescue American embassy employees from Iran. Despite widespread criticism regarding the historical accuracy of this biopic and strong competition from Quentin Tarantino's Django Unchained and Ang Lee's Life of Pi, the Academy ultimately favored Affleck's Argo in 2013. Ironically, after being a frequent nominee for the Golden Raspberry Awards, which honor the worst in cinema, Affleck finally secured an Oscar, effectively redeeming his reputation.
You really believe your little story is going to make a difference when there's a gun to our heads?
I think my little story is the only thing between you and a gun to your head.
And the Oscar goes to 12 Years a Slave.
Steve McQueen's harrowing drama about freedom and cruelty vividly portrays the horrors of slavery through the real-life story of one man's struggle. A timeless and deeply relevant narrative, the film sheds light on one of the darkest periods in history and was widely acclaimed, culminating in an Oscar for Best Picture. In 2014, 12 Years a Slave managed to claim the top prize over Alfonso Cuarón's Gravity, which won 7 Oscars that night, and Martin Scorsese's The Wolf of Wall Street, a film that, unlike its competitors, became deeply embedded in popular culture.
If I was a free man, I'm not a slave. The Oscar goes to Birdman.
Alejandro Iñárritu's audacious tragicomedy plunged audiences into the world of cinema and theater, offering an unfiltered look at the behind-the-scenes lives of actors, their motivations, dreams, and struggles. Michael Keaton's own career journey paralleled that of his character, a former superhero star desperately seeking to reclaim his lost fame. The film captivated audiences with its profound reflections on the nature of creativity and its groundbreaking cinematography, shot almost entirely in long takes, creating the illusion of a seamless, uncut experience. This extraordinary combination of storytelling and technical innovation earned Birdman the title of Best Picture.
How did we end up here? This place is horrible. Smells like balls.
And the Oscar goes to Spotlight.
Tom McCarthy's powerful drama about journalism, justice, and corruption recounts the true story of one of the most shocking sex abuse scandals in US history, exposing the systemic cover-up within the Catholic Church. With its raw authenticity, social relevance, and hard-hitting subject matter, Spotlight had all the ingredients of an Oscar-winning film, exactly the kind that the Academy favors. However, in my opinion, its win unfairly overshadowed cinematic masterpieces like The Revenant, Mad Max, Fury Road, and The Martian.
We're going to tell this story. We're going to tell it right.
Moonlight, Best Picture.
The 2017 ceremony is remembered by many not for its winner, but for an unprecedented scandal. Leading up to the awards, La La Land, a dazzling film that breathed new life into Hollywood musicals, was the clear frontrunner. It received 17 nominations and was even announced as the Best Picture winner.
La La Land.
However, in a shocking turn of events, the presenters had the wrong envelope.
Moonlight, you guys won Best Picture.
The moment of triumph was abruptly cut short when the mistake was corrected and the actual winner was revealed. Moonlight, a coming-of-age story about self-discovery and acceptance. The film's merits and those of its director had been questioned long before the ceremony, and the nomination mix-up only further damaged its reputation as a legitimate Oscar winner.
What, man? Come on, you just drove down here? Yeah.
And the Oscar goes to The Shape of Water.
Guillermo del Toro's visually stunning fairy tale, The Shape of Water, became the director's crowning achievement in 2018. However, just before the ceremony, del Toro faced plagiarism accusations. Critics also claimed the film was deliberately crafted to appeal to the Academy, arguing that it was overloaded with social themes. Yet despite the controversy, its enchanting retro atmosphere and touching love story between a mute woman and an amphibian creature won over audiences and critics alike, ultimately securing Del Toro his Oscar.
If I told you about her, what would I say? I wonder.
Oh, and the Oscar goes to Green Book.
A simple yet heartwarming dramedy about understanding, respect, and friendship between an Italian-American bouncer and an aristocratic African-American musician, Green Book charmed its way to victory. Though its plot and central message, delivered in a subtle and non-preachy manner, were somewhat predictable, director Peter Farrelly shaped Green Book into the kind of traditional Oscar-friendly film that likely swayed the Academy's decision. This may explain why it won over more rebellious contenders like Bohemian Rhapsody. While Green Book is undoubtedly a well-crafted and deserving Oscar winner, it was not without controversy. Based on real events, the film was criticized for historical inaccuracies, misrepresentation of characters, and for being overly simplistic and subtly racist in its portrayal of race relations.
Pick it up, Tony.
Squirrels would have ate it anyway.
Pick it up.
And the Oscar goes to Parasite.
South Korean cinema is unique. Opinions on it vary, but its relentless growth in the global film industry is undeniable. In 2020, for the first time ever, the Academy Award for Best Picture went to a non-English language film, the Cannes-winning, socially charged South Korean masterpiece Parasite. The film also won Best International Feature, defeated Quentin Tarantino's Once Upon a Time in Hollywood in the Best Original Screenplay category, and triumphed over Martin Scorsese's The Irishman for Best Director. If this wasn't a global conspiracy, then my personal pick for Best Picture, Joker, featuring the brilliant Joaquin Phoenix, who single-handedly revived the character from the ashes. Lost in a fair fight, there's no doubt that Parasite was a sensational film, defying genre conventions, provoking deep thought, and evoking the full spectrum of emotions.
우리 다송이는 완전 예술가 재질인데.
무슨 편지를 그린 거죠?
자화상이에요.
역시.
And the Oscar goes to Nomadland.
2021. The first Oscars after the pandemic were shaped by a struggling film industry. Many releases had been delayed, and Hollywood was still recovering from restrictions. While the decline in box office revenue wasn't the deciding factor, it certainly helped Nomadland, a simple yet deeply emotional film by Chloe Zhao, gain traction at festivals and ultimately sweep the Academy Awards. This intensely personal film follows a woman embarking on an endless journey across America in her van, embracing a nomadic lifestyle. It won Best Picture, Frances McDormand was named Best Actress, and Chloe Zhao became Best Director, making history as the second woman ever to win in that category.
Hey, find anything interesting? Rocks!
And the
Oscar goes to...
Okay, CODA.
After a successful premiere at the Sundance Film Festival, the indie drama CODA, a remake of the French film La Famille Bélier, was acquired by Apple TV+, a heartfelt and touching story about tough choices and complicated family relationships, where the protagonist's parents and brother are deaf. The film is predictable from start to finish. However, what truly matters is that it avoids all the usual cliches on its way to an expected happy ending. I know that not many people have seen CODA, perhaps due to its unexciting synopsis or personal preferences, but I assure you, fans of heartwarming and uplifting stories will be pleasantly surprised. This unconventional film leaves no one indifferent. In my opinion, CODA doesn't quite reach the level of an Oscar-winning film, but nevertheless, at the 2022 Academy Awards, a ceremony remembered for Will Smith's infamous slap.
Oh, wow! Wow!
It took home 3 Oscars, including Best Picture, making Apple the first streaming service to win the industry's top prize.
And the Oscar goes to Everything, Everywhere, All at Once.
The Best Picture Oscar in 2023 went to Everything, Everywhere, All at Once, a sci-fi action comedy that tells the story of a seemingly ordinary woman, Evelyn, whose consciousness suddenly fractures across multiple dimensions. She soon realizes that an infinite number of universes exist, each allowing her to acquire different skills and abilities. The film dominated the night, winning 7 Oscars, including Best Director for Daniel Kwan and Daniel Scheinert, who beat none other than Steven Spielberg, and Best Actress for Michelle Yeoh. The competition was fierce. Films like Avatar, The Way of Water, The Fabelmans, and Top Gun Maverick were all in the running, but in the end, Everything, Everywhere, All at Once emerged as the ultimate Oscar champion.
It's crazy! You're starting to get it.
And may I see Oppenheimer? Yes. Yes.
2024 marked the triumph of Christopher Nolan and his masterpiece, Oppenheimer. The film about the father of the atomic bomb, J. Robert Oppenheimer, won 7 Oscars, becoming the biggest winner of the night. Cillian Murphy was named Best Actor, Robert Downey Jr. took home the award for Best Supporting Actor, and Christopher Nolan finally received his long-awaited Oscar for Best Director. Meanwhile, audience expectations for Martin Scorsese's Killers of the Flower Moon were not met. Despite 10 nominations, the film failed to win a single award. The same happened with Barbie, even though the organizers heavily incorporated elements of the highest-grossing film of 2023, styling the event with its signature pink feminist aesthetic and featuring its cast. Barbie only managed to win 1 out of its 8 nominations, Best Original Song for Billie Eilish's What Was I Made For?
Truman needs to know what's next.
2,
What's next?
1. And the Oscar goes to? Are they playing us off?
No. Well, maybe. Anora.
At the beginning of March 2025, the Oscar for Best Picture was awarded to Sean Baker's film Anora. At the heart of the story is a young woman from Brooklyn navigating difficult life circumstances in her relationship with the son of a Russian oligarch. Director Sean Baker first noticed actress Mikey Madison after seeing her in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood and Scream. He was so impressed that he wrote the lead role specifically for her and cast her without an audition. To prepare for the role, Madison learned Russian, perfected a Brooklyn accent, visited real strip clubs, and practiced exotic dancing. Notably, in addition to winning the Oscar for Best Picture, Anora took home 4 more awards, including Best Director and Best Actress.
Are you happy?
Very happy.
Which of these films do you think least deserved to win? Let's discuss it in the comments. Meanwhile, I'm already working on another exciting video from the world of cinema. See you soon.